part 3 of shading the cylinder for our forms catalog. You're basically going to want to build up your values by continuously moving your pencil and building up those tones. I will generally start with a harder pencil like a 2H or a 4H, and then as I need to get darker, I will start to go towards my B pencils like a 2B and a 4B. What this does is it lays down a little bit of foundation, and it's a little bit easier to get smooth tones with an H pencil than it is with a B unless you're going for dark tones. So here I am, I'm moving with the form. You can really do these long lines along the long axis. Earlier I was making these curves that kind of go around the cross contour of the cylinder. One thing that you don't want to do, I've seen some people do this, is use your fingers to blend the graphite. That if you do this, it gives like a strange kind of like sheen to the graphite. I really recommend, here I'm using a sheet underneath my arm. You have a tendency with your arm to accumulate that graphite on the underside of your palm, and you'll end up dragging it, and it can really make your drawing messy. I tend to be a little bit heavy-handed, so I like to put that paper underneath so that I'm not dragging that graphite along. So I've had students ask, how do you shade? The way that I shade or was taught to shade was basically with a pencil point, building up value with pencil point and continuous motion. I tend to do a lot of hatching and cross hatching, layering these marks back and forth so that over time they accumulate and you start to lose a sense of the original marks. I know other people that will use more of on a wood pencil, they'll use side of the pencil to build tones. And some will use what is called a blending stump, which is this, it's a tool that you can, once you lay down some heavy deposit of graphite from your pencil, you can then work with this blending stump to drag the graphite into each other, and it creates like this smooth tone. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this gradation from this dark side of my shadow core that will eventually become like a pure white of the page or no graphite on the left-hand side where the highlight is.